Alright, so I finished coloring in all my branches, and I even went back in and I added some branches where I thought that there was some empty space that needed to be filled. So you can go ahead and do that too for yours. And then we will get on to the next and final step. Alright, so for our last and final step, we're going to be using paint. Now, I realize a lot of you at home do not have paint, but we can make it using a science-related concoction. So what you're going to need is baking soda, food coloring, and water. And what you're going to do is I got 3 different glasses, and I filled it up my baking soda into the bottom just a little bit. You don't need a whole lot. And then what you're going to do is you're going to then add in about an even amount to your baking soda of water. So you want like a half and half kind of mixture. So you just need a little bit more water, I think. All right, and then you're gonna need your food coloring. Now I'm gonna make warm colors. So I have colors red and orange, and then if you mix them together, red and yellow, and you can mix them together, make orange. And I also have a whisk. And what I'm going to do is mix up my water and my baking soda and food coloring. Now I think I might need a little bit more red because to me that looks a little bit too light. All right, then I'm going to add again my water. You want it about equal parts water to baking soda. And then this time I'm going to add red and yellow. So, and I'm going to mix it up. Now if you're noticing that when you're mixing it up, if it's too thick, that means you have a lot of baking soda to your water and you're going to add more water to it. Mine seems pretty, you don't want it too liquidy that that you won't see the color, but you don't want it too thick that you're not going to be able to paint with it. This one needs stirring. So for the last one, I'm going to make yellow, because remember, red, orange, and yellow are warm colors. And again, I'm going to make sure that I have the right amount of water to my baking soda. And this time, I'm only going to put yellow in. And get that a good mix. Alright guys, so what I did was I put some newspaper down because this is going to get a little messy, and I have my paints in front of me, red to orange to yellow, and I got different brushes for each one so I wouldn't mix the colors. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get your paint. You might have to mix it up a little bit with your brush, and you're going to fill in every nook and cranny. Now, the nice thing about crayon is that it has made from wax, so you can do a lot of, you can paint over your branches and it won't get messed up because it has wax and it will resist the water. I'm just going to fill in my different areas. my three different warm colors, red, orange, yellow. I wanted to show you guys when I'm mixing in the paint and the water before I start painting. You want to make sure it's all nice and mixed up for your color, but you also want to make sure you have a nice coating of baking soda and paint, food coloring and water on your brush, because later when you go to do the final step, you're going to need that baking soda. So again, I'm mixing my red up, and I'm making sure I have baking soda, water, and food coloring. Alrighty, and there is my beautiful masterpiece. Alright guys, so for the last and final step, we're going to have a little bit of a science experiment. Now what I did was, this brush, when you squeeze it, water comes out, but instead of water, I filled it with vinegar. And the cool thing is, when you add it to your baking soda paint, it fizzes and it adds this really cool effect. And you can do this all over your paper. Now if you don't have one of these, you can also use a dropper. You could probably even spoon it on. Whatever you have at home that will get the job done will work.